Hi guys. Um, so, I wrote a message on Facebook what you guys want to see for a video tonight, and we are going to do some reading. I have Mockingjay, which is the third book in the Hunger Games. So if you haven't seen Catching Fire, maybe you don't want to know what's going to happen next. But for those of you that do, we can do some reading. So I will turn my phone around so you can see the book and you can watch me flip pages. Okay, here we go. Alright. Let's see how we're gonna do this here. So if you're wondering why I have one finger not painted, it's for the heart monitor that they put on when they're doing my vitals. I had to keep one finger not painted, so for Cap, Charlie, and Isabel. So part 1, the ashes. There we go. I hope I can see it. I stare down at my shoes, watching as a fine layer of ash settles on the worn leather. This is where the bed I shared with my sister Prim stood. Over there was the kitchen table. The bricks of the chimney, which collapsed in a charred heap, provide a point of reference for the rest of the house. How else could I orient myself in this sea of gray? Almost nothing remains of District 12. A month ago, the capital's firebombs obliterated the poor coal miners' houses in the seam, the shops in the town, even the Justice Building. The only area that escaped incineration was the Victor's village. I don't know why exactly. Perhaps so anyone forced to come here on the capital business would have somewhere decent to stay. The odd reporter, a committee assessing the condition of the coal mines, a squad of peacekeepers checking for returning refugees. But no one is returning except me. And that's only for a brief visit. The authorities in District 13 were against my coming back. They viewed it as a costly and pointless venture, given that at least a dozen invisible hovercraft are circling overhead for my protection, and there's no intelligence to be gained. I had to see it though. So much so that I made it a condition of my cooperating with any of their plans. I'm just gonna have to tell you guys this video might not be very long. Might have nurses busting through the door here soon. I don't want to scare you. So I might make it 10 minutes and then we'll see if you guys like it, okay? Let's see. Finally, Plutarch Heavensby, the head game maker, who had organized the rebels in the capital, threw up his hands. Let her go. Better to waste a day then another month. Maybe a little tour of 12 is just what she needs to convince her we're on the same side. The same side. A pain stabs my left temple, and I press my hand against it. Right on the spot where Johanna Mason hit me with the coil of wire. The memories swirl as I try to sort out what is true and what is false. What series of events led me to be standing in the ruins of my city? This is hard because the effects of the concussion she gave me haven't completely subsided, and my thoughts still have a tendency to jumble together. Also, the drugs they use to control my pain and mood sometimes make me see things, I guess. I'm still not entirely convinced that I was hallucinating. That night, the floor of my hospital room transformed into a carpet of writhing snakes. I use a technique one of the doctors suggested. I start with the simplest things I know to be true and work toward the more complicated. The list begins to roll in my head. My name is Katniss Everdeen. I am 17 years old. My home is District 12. I was in the Hunger Games. I escaped. The Capitol hates me. Peeta was taken prisoner. He is thought to be dead. Most likely he is dead. It is probably best if he is dead. Katniss, should I come down? My best friend Gail's voice reaches me through the headset the rebels insisted I wear. He's up in a hovercraft, watching me carefully, ready to swoop in if anything goes amiss. I realize I'm crouched down now, elbows on my thighs, my head braced. Between my hands, I must look on the verge of some kind of breakdown. This won't do. Now, when they're finally weaning me off medication, I straighten up and wave his offer away. No, I'm fine. To reinforce this, I begin to move away from my old house and in toward the town. Gail asked me to drop off in 12. Well, to be dropped off in 12 with me. But he didn't force the issue when I refused his company. He understands I don't want anyone with me today. Not even him. Some walks you have to take alone. The summer's been scorching hot and dry as a bone. There's been next to no rain to disturb the piles of ash left by the attack. They shift here and there in reaction to my footsteps. No breeze to scatter them. I keep my eyes on what I remember as the road. Because when I first landed in the meadow, I wasn't careful and I walked right into a rock. Only it wasn't a rock, it was someone's skull. It rolled over and over and landed face up. And for a long time, I couldn't stop looking at the teeth, wondering whose they were, thinking of how mine would probably look the same way under similar circumstances. Okay, guys. I'm probably gonna just keep it short, just for now, and just let me know if you liked it. And yeah, I mean, it's Hunger Games. What's not to like? So.